Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor, and today I got my 7-year-old's iPad in. He tore up, or he dropped or broke the face on his old iPad, and so once that happens, see, you don't realize it, but once your kid's iPad is gone, then your phone starts disappearing until you replace the thing. And so I have spent the last couple of weeks, because I just haven't gotten around to getting him an iPad, I spent the last couple of weeks, and I'd be sitting here and all of a sudden my phone's gone, and that little twerp has run off with it, and he's in there watching all his silly kid videos with my phone. So finally I got his iPad. It came in today, and now I can get him out of my hair and away from my phone. And the bad part about the phone thing is that these little monsters are so nasty. They have, who knows what they have all over their hands. I get my phone back, and it's got all kinds of gunk all over the front of it every time that he's had it for any period of time. And I can only imagine what the gross things that he has put on the screen of my phone. So today is a good day, to quote Ice Cube, or today is a good day. He said today was a good day. Okay, first from XRP Crypto Wolf, Bank of America is seeking to patent tech for digital currency wallets that gives different users different levels of access to stored funds. It describes the handling of digital currency with a multi-tiered wallet interface in a decentralized P2P network. That is interesting right there, folks. Why does Bank of America want to have digital wallets anyway? Because remember, this is a Ponzi scheme after all. A little bit of satire there. The answer is they want digital wallets because they know if they don't change that they won't be a bank anymore. So I'm glad that they're coming along for the party. Sergeant Obi-Wan, how to use Coinbase Wallet, complete guide, a simple walkthrough on the Coinbase platform. Coinbase, I don't think I've ever mentioned it on this channel, but Coinbase has a downloadable wallet that you can put on your phone, and you can put your digital assets in their wallet. And I think they have a way that you can take the private keys and have them in your possession. This type of thing still makes me nervous. The only thing I really trust is a hard wallet where I can write down my private key and all that. And so, but this one is supposed to be a good wallet, so you can go and look at it for yourself. Just go to Sergeant Obi-Wan's Twitter feed, and you can click on the link here, and it tells you exactly what to do. But it's worth passing along anyway. Chinu Patel at Chinu Patel 29 sent me this, and this was a great quote here. This is from Warren Davidson. He didn't say the quote. Ayn Rand. I think I said that right. Warren Davidson is the guy that has put up the Token Taxonomy Act. He says, whenever destroyers appear among men, they start by destroying money. Paper is a check drawn by legal looters upon an account which is not theirs, upon the true virtue of the victims. Watch for the day when it bounces, marked account overdrawn. Ayn Rand. And this is an article that he's tweeting out, how bonds with negative yields work and why this growing phenomenon is bad or whatever. But that says it all right there, folks. And then from Squawk Box, clearly this was Jeremie Lair from Circle was on Squawk Box again, I guess. Clearly a non-sovereign digital asset like BTC is attractive to people who are interested in moving capital into a place where they can control it themselves. That underscores a lot of the interest that has been there over time. Well, what he's saying in a politically correct way is that digital assets such as Bitcoin can be stored, and you can be in control of those private keys so that the bank is not in control of your money in case there's a bail-in maybe. he can't talk about that kind of stuff. He has to be a little more politically correct than I do. And next, from Han Solo, at one Han Solo, Morgan Stanley, the global economy is deteriorating faster than offsetting policy action. Let's see what he says. Equity earnings were supposed to be enjoying an upswing led by Chinese economic recovery, But the bottom line is, the title says it. I'm sorry. I think that's the first time I've yawned in a while on my channel. The reason is I've been walking for over an hour every day, and I've learned that every day after I walk for about an hour, within an hour or two, I start feeling kind of sleepy. And I think that must mean that walking is really good for you and is doing the trick, because ever since I started walking a lot, I just get a little tired in the middle of the day. And I think it's because it really does work you. Okay. Michelle Vandenberg sent me this one. This is and this was an I Am Legion tweet, which he's a definite follow too. When a guy comes home from a bar and says, "I didn't cheat without being asked," and this is a string of I guess the video is put together by I Am Legion, but it's like a video that's got several clips, and most of them are either Donald Trump or some of the people that work for Donald Trump talking about how there's nothing to see here in the economy, and that the economy is great. Well, I understand that they're in a position going into an election where they have to toe that line, and they have to be very positive about things. But I believe that I believe all these politicians are in a game of musical chairs, and I think that the game that they all play is putting off the recessions, and they do whatever they have to do to put them off in election years, and then eventually one of them gets caught, without a chair. And so I think Trump might be in trouble this time. I don't know. And then this was also from I Am Legion. He sent me this video, and this is from CNBC's YouTube channel. Here's why layoffs are on the rise in the financial services industry. These are just some of the banks that have laid off already. Now, it'll get much, much worse than this before it's over, but this is a video worth taking a look at. I wanted to also show you, and I tweeted this out. Guess who's hiring in the midst of all these banks doing layoffs? That's right, Ripple. Look at all of these positions that are open at Ripple while massive layoffs are going on. I found the most interesting one. XRP Markets. They need a business development lead. XRapid APAC Singapore. Director Institutional Markets. The digital asset investor, I would give my title as the director of YouTube XRP sales. No, I'm just kidding. I'm actually a digital asset investor. I'm not a digital asset salesman. Anyway, so moving along, and then this is from Free American Spirit, at F American Spirit. Otto von Bismarck had tweeted this out. A huge Ripple lineup. What he's talking about here, this is the IMTC conference. Super early bird is almost gone. Hurry up to enjoy the final day of early bird registration, IMTC World. Join us in Miami Beach this November to discuss the challenges, opportunities of payment institutions, fintechs. And this is the Ripple lineup. If you ever wanted to meet some Ripple employees, this looks like the place to go. They're going to have their sales director, client solutions director, another sales director, XRapid, that's somebody with XRapid, director, client solutions, sales director, director USA. So they're having like 8 people there from Ripple. So that must be an important payment conference is all I can say. All right. And next, from Brian Melikali, XRP, at Mike Honcho _11. This is an interesting tweet. We talked about this morning, but this guy does make a good point. He's at RECKAMECH. Sometimes it's the low-key news that really gets you excited. I had no idea that they had a charitable arm that accepted crypto. He's talking about Fidelity. Does this mean they can offer custody for XRP when the platform opens? Now, many of you may not remember, but you may. I remember Fidelity at one point. I believe it was a CoinDesk article where Fidelity specifically said that they were looking at the top 5 digital assets by market cap. They said that in an article, and I have not forgotten that. So don't be surprised if you see Fidelity at XRP in the near future. I believe it will happen. NBK Crypto at NBKLYRAD sent me this. Now, this is interesting. This is an excerpt from a book written by Peter Thiel, who was a co-founder of PayPal. Tell me what company you think about. What they're talking about in here is how PayPal was able to conquer the market. And I need to read this to you because it's fascinating. Tell me what company that this sounds like to you. It says, whoever is first to dominate the most important segment of a market with viral potential will be the last mover in the whole market. At PayPal, we didn't want to acquire more users at random. We wanted to get the most valuable users first. The most obvious market segment in email-based payments was the millions of immigrants still using Western Union to wire money to their families back home. Our product made that effortless, but the transactions were too infrequent. We needed a smaller niche market segment with a higher velocity of money, a segment we found in eBay, power sellers, the professional vendors who sold goods online through eBay's auction marketplace. There were 20,000 of them. Most had multiple auctions ending each day, and they bought almost as much as they sold, which meant a constant stream of payments. And because eBay's own solution to the payment problem was terrible, these merchants were extremely enthusiastic early adopters. Once PayPal dominated this segment and became the payments platform for eBay, there was no catching up on eBay or anywhere else. That speaks to me, folks. I hope it speaks to you. It should. And then finally from Heisenzerp, at Heisenzerp. Now, folks, I don't know if this is real or made up. I'm going to assume that this is real, but don't take my word for it. You can look into it yourself. In fact, I'll refresh this and see if anybody's calling this guy out for being a fake or anything. I haven't seen anything like that yet. Let's see when we go down here. Aren't his DMs turned off? Awesome. You serious, bro? Yep. I sent him Ripple socks a while ago. Since then, I tweet him once or twice a year. He always responds very kindly. Okay, well, let's see if there's anything to it. So this guy tweeted this to Brad Garlinghouse. Dear Mr. Garlinghouse, we have exciting times ahead, and you have, with all of Ripple's employees, made a tremendous effort in the course you have set. As an XRP holder, I would like to give you and everyone at Ripple a big shout out. Thank you. It feels as we are about to start walking. Thanks much. I agree that crawling seems to be graduating to a walk, but looking forward to seeing BTC dominance ratio adjust to reflect tangible progress. So I don't know if that's for sure, but it looks real, but we'll see. There's always a lot of smart people in the Twitter community. If it's a fake, they will figure out that it is, and they will blow this guy up. Hopefully it's not, and hopefully he's being legit here. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe and hit the like button, and tell your friends and family that maybe Brad Garlinghouse is going to get blown up on direct messages now. We'll see. Thank you for listening.